Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Good Hang. We just have such a pro. We have the queen. We have just the hilarious, incredible, inspiring Julia Louis-Dreyfus joining us today. And we talk to Julia about so many fun, good things. We talk about season 4 of her podcast, Wiser Than Me. We're going to talk about her Emmy domination and how she just beat me year after year. We're talking about how many photos we have on our phone. And spoiler alert, I have more. And you're going to hear her reject my idea that she is the LeBron James of television. So great episode coming up. But before we start, we always like to check in with someone who knows our guest, who has a question to give me to ask our guest. And we have an incredible, sweet, super talented, hilarious Tony Hale joining us. Tony, who you might know from Arrested Development, Buster Bluth, what a character. He played Gary on Veep, incredible character. He is the voice of Fear and Inside Out 2, incredible character. We love Tony. And let's check in and see if we can hear him from his incredible studio. Tony. This episode of Good Hang is presented by Walmart Express Delivery, getting gifts to your doorstep in as fast as an hour. Who needs elves when Walmart Express Delivery can make Nespresso machines magically appear on your doorstep? And if you do happen to forget something, no judgment. You can even order gifts up until 5 p.m. on December 24th. Santa, you might want to take notes. Download the Walmart app or head to walmart.com and get your gifts delivered fast. Subject to availability, terms and fees apply. Get up, what do you say? All I ever wanted was a really good hang. Are you in a booth, in a recording booth?
Okay, this is a little booth I made in my house. And if I really showed it to you, you'd be like, oh, that's sad. Tony needs help.
First of all, everyone now, you're nobody if you don't have a booth in your house.
Really? I'm ahead of the game?
This is feels like a COVID, thing.
Yeah.
You build a wall and you make it soundproof and you start a podcast.
Soundproof-ish. If I really showed it to you, go, oh, I get it now. He's in the witness protection program.
Oh, it's so good to see you. We first met on the set of Arrested Development back in whatever that was.
Yeah. Actually, was that the first time? I think we might have first met when Martell was on SNL, because my wife was a makeup artist on SNL. And but I was just the guy next to her that was like, oh, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything to Amy. No. And so I don't know if we actually met, but I just kind of probably stared at all you guys.
Yeah, your very talented wife, Martell, was a makeup artist during my years at SNL. And then we got to know each other on the set of Arrested. And I mean, Buster Bluth. We need a movie about what's going on in his head.
Yeah, there was a lot going on in his head, and I mean, he could barely get to the pharmacy. But he somebody was asking me the other day about just the codependency, that's in that show between me and Lucille Bluth, who was played, wonderfully by Jessica Walter. And there is a scene in there which is such a beautiful picture of the codependency, where she's on house arrest and she can't smoke. And so she tells me, she goes, Buster, come here. And she says, she makes me inhale the smoke out of her mouth as she smokes and then blow it out on the balcony. Mm-hmm. And then she takes another drag and then blows it into my mouth, and I've got to exhale on the balcony. And I was like, just like a baby bird getting a worm out of his mom's mouth. And I was like, if that's not a picture of dysfunction, that is crazy. Well,
to me, that's a picture of a loving son taking care of their mother.
You know what, Amy? I think this is a side conversation.
That's what a son should do for its mother.
You're absolutely right. My mother would agree.
You have created such great codependent dysfunctional relationships in the work that you do, because Lucille and Buster, is, and then the relationship you and Julia have on Veep is when you explain your relationship to Selena in that, how do you sum up the relationship you guys had together on the show, your characters?
I I worshiped. She was Jesus to me. I don't even think she literally called me a bitchy mime on the show because she didn't really want me to speak. So she gave me no value, but I just had these crazy rose-colored glasses and I never heard it. I just heard poetry when she was screaming at me. So it was and she knew it. She knew it and she abused it.
It looked like you two had an incredible working relationship. Like, it just looked like you loved working together.
We really did. And she, the one thing, I mean, you did the same thing on Parks and Rec, but it's whoever's number one on the call sheet, which means whoever's the star of the show, they typically set the tone of the experience. And sometimes, unfortunately, I haven't had this experience, but sometimes it's like everybody's walking on eggshells and there's a lot of ego and entitlement, which just sucks creative energy out of a space. And it's just not a gift to anybody. And then sometimes you have like you or Julia where you walk in and it's just, it's open. We're all on the same team. There's a kindness, there's a respect. And let me tell you right now, it is a gift for the next 7 years that we have on that show of what she gave us. And we just loved her and we just became friends. I mean, work is not her number one priority. Her family is. She has a life outside of it. And I know just the humanity of Julia was really just awesome to be around.
Yeah. And I think because you're a deep thinking person.
Too deep.
Too deep. Some people say too deep.
So, that's the rumor.
Tony Hale, too deep.
Damn it. That should have been the name of my podcast.
Too deep to, what would be the book? It would be Tony Hale.
Or I'm talking to somebody and they start saying something, I go, not deep enough. You gotta go deeper.
Go deeper. Actually, go deeper.
Go deeper.
Go
and
deeper.
If they're not deep enough, I'm like, bye-bye.
Go deeper, and then it's go deeper, comma, get back up to the surface. You've gone too deep.
Way too deep.
So I ask my Zoom guests to give me a question to ask my guest. And I'm wondering if you have a question, big, small, deep, not deep, for Julia that you think would be appropriate.
One thing that I always loved to witness with Julia was her relationship with her mom. She really loves and respects her mom. And we never really talked about, we talked about her mom a lot, but never really talked about much her growing up. And growing up, what she remembers, kind of how her mom cultivated that foundation. Because it's such a cool thing to watch now. And I'm like, oh, wow, like, what did your mom do right?
Yeah, it's a great question. What did your mom do right? That's actually that's kind of like the theme of your 50s and 60s, because you're 20. Listen, I love to generalize, so I apologize in advance. But if your 20s and 30s are like, who am I not? And I don't want to do this. And like, what didn't go right? Then as you get older, you start to realize, what the people who raised me, what did they, they're doing the best they can. What did they do right?
Yeah. And you can really see it with the fruit of that with her relationship. And, both you and I are parents, and I want that kind of longevity that she has with her mom. Man, what an awesome gift.
Yeah.
You're so right about the 50s kind of having eyes to see things, which is such a gift. That's too deep. We've
gone to, that's the second week of Too Deep, which is.
My favorite dessert is key lime pie.
Thank God. Let's get back up to the surface. You know what? I mean, I'm not trying to change lives here, Tony. You know what I mean? We're trying to have a laugh. This is a good hang.
So sorry.
And look, I took you down. I put the weights on our ankles and I brought us down.
But I was about to go into like dessert. The sugar does hurt my stomach, but I want to keep it up.
Stay up.
I'm not going to say anymore.
So also maybe if I follow up maybe if I ask Julia the question about her mom, I should follow up with what's your favorite kind of pie.
I will say, what's her favorite dessert? I want to say, I think it might be a really good chocolate cake, but I don't know if that's true.
I feel like I would trust you knowing everything about Julia after Veep.
Yeah. I didn't know anything about politics on that show, but I knew what designer she was wearing. I knew what jewelry she was wearing. I knew who just had an affair that she was talking to. I knew all that stuff.
You kept tampons in your bag just in case.
Different colors. Several.
That's a real man.
Thank you.
That's a real man.
Thank you. I don't know why they haven't put me in a Marvel movie.
You think guy that has tampons in his bag.
me.
I got it. I have antibacterial wipes too. I feel like you should be in a Marvel movie. And also, you are in Toy Story. Toy Story 5 is coming out, and you're in that.
Toy Story 5's coming out. Forky. Sweet little Forky, man. Forky was the best. Is the best.
That's so great.
Yeah. Forky has a lot of questions. And
what's Forky's game? Like what's going on with Forky?
God, we're getting too deep again.
Yeah, here we go. Going down. You're like, Forky is like, why are we here?
Forky's like, why we're here. But also the fact that he like came into the world being like, I'm trash. I'm just trash. And Woody's like, no, you're more than trash. You're made for a purpose. Come on.
Oh, that Pixar man.
That Pixar man just gets you.
They just get you every time.
No, so I think that'll come out this summer. And this theme of this one is toys against tech, which I think is a really cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's
very cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I as long as you guys don't come after my phone. You can say all you want about tech, but my phone is my best friend. So
what if when the movie comes out, like the SWAT team just goes to your house and goes, Amy,
give me your phone. What if at the very end tech just wins? It's like, yeah, no more toys.
Amy is really a spokesperson for AI when everyone's concerned.
Big time. AI, we need AI. Okay.
She's the ambassador, AI's ambassador, Poehler.
Tony, I love you. See you later. Bye. This episode is brought to you by Visible. When your phone's plan's as good as Visible, you've got to tell your people. It's the ultimate wireless hack to save money and still get great coverage and a reliable connection. Get one-line wireless with unlimited data and hotspot for $25 a month, taxes and fees included, all on Verizon's 5G network. Plus now, for a limited time, new members can get the Visible plan for just $19 a month for the first 26 months. Use promo code SWITCH26 and save beyond the season. It's a deal so good, you're going to want to tell your people. Switch now at visible.com. Terms apply, limited time offer subject to change. See visible.com for plan features and network management details. This episode is brought to you by Apple Watch. Real talk. Think you're a sleep champ? 8 hours, boom, nailed it. But then Apple Watch Series 11 will tell you that you actually woke up 5 times and never hit deep sleep. Rude, but helpful. Apple Watch Series 11 tracks your sleep, helping you understand your total sleep time, bedtime, consistency, and interruptions. It's like getting a behind-the-scenes, play-by-play look at your sleep, so you can tweak your bedtime routine and help yourself to wake up refreshed. I didn't know sleep could be so fascinating. Apple Watch tracks your sleep so you can stop guessing and just maybe start waking up like a well-rested woodland creature. Highly recommend. Try it. Find out more at apple.com/Apple Watch Series 11. iPhone 11 or later required. Julia Louis-Dreyfus is here, and we've started our interview by comparing how many photos we have on our phone.
I would call it a competition, if you don't mind.
Well, I want to talk about this because what I like about you is you like to win.
I do like to win.
I know. I love that about you. Let's reveal the numbers of photos we have on our phone. Mm-hmm. I'll go first.
Go ahead.
82,000.
Oh. Shit.
Is that winning or losing? Is it winning or losing that I have 82,000 photos on my phone?
Wait, you mean it's a round number like that?
Yeah, no, it's 82014.
Oh.
82,014. What do you have?
I'm 56,276.
Chop, chop.
Screw you, Amy Poehler.
Now, you know what it means is that we have not asked a young person to plug in our phone and to transfer our photos somewhere else.
But I want to have them on my phone.
Me too.
There you go.
But we should be downloading them somewhere else, right?
Don't they do that automatically in the cloud?
I'm literally the last person to ask.
Somebody call Bill Gates.
We can get him on the phone because now when I get a new iPhone, I hand it to my 17-year-old child and I go, fix it, do it. Because I don't even know how to
do it.
You
don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it either. But this is making me anxious. I need to take these all off of here. There's certain pictures I want to have.
Agree, and let me ask the Gen Zers in the room.
Yeah.
Do you guys take your photos off your phone at some point? Never.
Never. See, we're young and hip all of a sudden.
Okay, we're really sounding old though, because because I feel the same way. Like I sweat. Technology makes me sweat.
That's right, Mother. It does.
Yes, Mother. Yes, Mother.
Yes.
Speaking, are you comfy, by the way? You need
So
anything?
comfy.
Okay, great. Oh, let's turn off that phone.
Hold on.
Julia's phone is dinging. Did you get another picture? Did you get another picture sent to you?
I'm up to 56,600.
Okay, and by the way, my phone is also on.
Hang on, I just want to finish this. Okay. Anyway,
Okay.
now it's silenced.
Okay.
Yes.
I want to start by asking you about podcasting because we're both podcasting now.
I know.
I didn't really ask a lot of people for advice before I started this podcast, and
You should have called me, by the way.
I know I didn't ask any men because I try not to ask men for advice.
Smart.
But what do you think makes a good interview? You've done great interviews now. You've done many of them. What do you think makes a good one?
Well, I mean, it sort of depends on what the conceit is for what the conversation's going to be. You've done this right because good hang lets you know exactly what it's going to be. We could be talking about the photos on my phone for the next 45 minutes.
That's right. We probably will.
And we might. And that is dynamite because there's an ease to that. Unfortunately for me,
you've made it hard because you love hard work.
well, I don't know about that, but I have made it. I mean, it's definitely rewarding, but it does. I'm talking to older women about the wisdom they have acquired in their life and would they share it with us. So that requires me to do a lot of research. I really need to come to the table understanding who these people are and how to have an authentic conversation that isn't just, your normal
fuck around.
Or plug your this, that, and the other.
Yeah. And it's why I love your show. And I've told you that. Like, I love the deep dive you do. I do feel like I get this very, big picture perspective from the women and the lives that they've led.
Oh, thanks.
I'm going to glaze you for a while on this. This is what the kids call a glaze. I'm
What is
glazing
that,
you.
like a sugar thing?
Yep. So all about sugar.
All
A
about
glaze is
sugar.
like, I'm going to tell you how great you are. So buckle up.
Okay, there's another word that's out now that I can't remember what it is that I was going to respond
If
with.
we know
but
it-
it went out of my head.
And if we know it, it's out. There's no way.
So glaze is not cool anymore.
Of course it isn't. If
Uh-huh.
I'm saying it.
So now I have to say, I'm dead.
Yeah, exactly. I'm dead.
Seriously.
Bet, Julia, bet. But how much research do you do for your show? Like, do you?
A lot, baby cake.
Well, why work so hard?
I don't know. Get me out of it.
Haven't you gotten the memo to work? Do you see how? Why are we working so hard?
I don't know. Well, you say you're not working
I'm not.
hard.
I'm
well,
giving
except
20
that you are. You have. Yeah, you are. Right? Isn't she? She is. Everyone's shaking their head. You are. You're pretending like you're not to be cool, but you're working super hard.
But I got to tell you, it's an indication, I think, of a bigger thing that we all are used to doing, which is being a very good student,
That's
working
true.
hard.
Yes, that's true.
And has that been something you found in your life? You want to do well and be a good student, basically.
I want to do well.
Yeah.
And also for me, with this podcast, it was really born out of my own curiosity. In fact, I came to you and talked to you about this podcast once.
I know.
Do you
And I remember thinking, this sounds hard.
I know. And
Julia
she
was-
passed, ladies and gentlemen.
Julia was like, what if we did? I was like, that sounds like a lot
I don't
of
think so.
research.
You do it. That's what she said.
Who is coming up that who have you interviewed that you can plug?
Well, I can plug the following. I can plug Jane Curtin. Please.
Let's talk about Jane for 1 second. Let's just sit here and think about Jane for a second.
Well, you know what? It was first of all, obviously an honor to talk to her, but it was a great opportunity to go back and look at her work, and particularly her work on SNL back in the day, because of course she was one of the original cast members, and to understand the effect, speaking for myself, that had on my life.
Yeah.
Ginormous.
Yes.
Ginormous.
Totally.
And, I watched that first episode, and Janice Ian is singing I Learned the Truth at 17. And I was 14 watching the show when that premiered. And these were my people.
Yeah.
And so, same was true of Carol Burnett.
Yeah.
You sort of don't, to a certain extent, these people that have these cultural icons who've had proper influence, they get into your bloodstream without your knowing it.
Totally. And it's that thing, like you have to see it to be it. It's not conscious. It's not like you say, oh, there's a woman on there, but you just see people
That's right.
filling this role, and you just becomes part of your DNA that could exist in your life, in your world.
Right.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. By the way, you may know this, but something I learned talking to Jane that was kind of extraordinary, because you and I are familiar with the schedule of SNL, which is grueling.
Yeah.
Jane was not hired as a writer. And immediately she made the decision that she was not going to come to work on Monday and Tuesday. I swear to
that's
Christ.
So baller.
Baller.
She's like, I'm not here to write. I'm here to perform. Let me know when you write for me.
You're paying me as an actor.
Wow.
I'll be here for the table read on Wednesday.
Wow.
And the great thing about that was she's a really good cold reader, according to her. And so she'd nail it. And then she'd be in sketches. But she was not doing that drug-filled all-nighter life.
Wow.
And that she had the sense to realize that she was protecting herself. FYI, she was married too.
Yeah, Jane seemed like the reasonable cast member.
Because she was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told this to Marty Short, when he was on the show. We were talking about the SNL 50th, which stirred up so much for everybody.
I mean,
it was.
That was there were a lot of feelings in that studio.
I know. And I can speak for myself that parts of me really regressed, like back to, some version of what I was like when I was there. And also the young part of me was like starstruck by the people who, I grew up watching. And one of my tenderest moments was I was talking to Lorraine Newman, who I don't know that well and I worship.
Yes.
And her and Jane got ready together.
Yeah, they're like that.
And they got their hair and makeup together before. And it just made me feel so happy because I just wanted them to be friends forever.
And they were.
I know, they are.
Yeah.
And then they held up Gilda's picture at the end.
It was so touching.
I know. Julia, even though I consider I consider you, whether you'll accept this or not, like
I don't accept it.
Fuck, I knew it.
I don't.
I knew
I'm not
it.
going to accept it. I'm just
It's good
not.
though. I'm going to say something good.
Okay, go ahead.
Big sister energy for me. Like,
oh, really?
I feel like in the same way you saw Jane, I was 11, 12 when you were on SNL and you were a baby. You were like 21 or something.
Yeah.
So you were not that much older than me, but you were definitely a new woman on the show. And, I was always paying attention to who was new on the show. And you looked really young, which I loved because I was young and wanted a young person on the show. And I have to say, like, when I was preparing for this interview, there's a million ways that we can talk about all the million things that you've done in your career and your life and who you are as a person. And I've got lucky to get to call you a friend. But you are like the LeBron James of TV.
Yeah, I mean, thanks, but I'm not going to.
You're not accepting that?
I'm not accepting that, man.
Well, here's why I say that. You're not accepting. And I think that's smart to not accept it, actually. Yeah. I take it back.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, but you have been.
You're pretty good. Just say you're pretty good. It's fine.
You have won 3. This is I'm going to extend the metaphor. And I'm pleased that I came up with this from a sports perspective because
you're such a sporty girl.
I'm such a sporty head. I mean, this is what this podcast is about.
Yeah.
Sports. Yeah. Like, let's go deep into the draft.
Into the draft and football and
let's get in there.
The Kelseys.
Let's go into there. Let's get deep in.
Okay.
No, but because you're LeBron, because you have won championships for more than one team. You have been on huge legacy shows more than once.
Yeah.
That's very unusual. It's very
that
unusual.
is unusual, and that's a lot of good luck, really. And so great, but not really LeBron.
Okay. But what is we started talking about winning. We were comparing photos.
Yeah.
What is your relationship to winning? Because I like that you like to win. Like I like fun, competitive women.
Well, first of all, fun is all caps because there's another kind of competitive woman.
Totally.
That we don't care for.
That's right. It has to, the fun part has to be like in good fun. And
well, here, I'm going to tell you a story about you that I like so much.
Okay.
So, you and I have now a couple of times done bits around award shows. and when we're competing against each other.
That's right.
So anyway, what I have found over the years is that it's very good to focus on what to do if you win or you lose.
Mm-hmm.
And Amy Poehler is very fun to come up with bits with.
I love a bit.
Love a bit.
At an award show, because it used to be fun. It used to be like
I know.
Goofy, and now it's so serious.
Yeah. And by the way, we took speeches seriously, but from a comic point of view.
If you win for a comedic role, try to be funny when you give a speech.
Or how about even if you win for a dramatic role? How about that great idea? Turn it on its head.
Flip it.
Anytime
anybody does, they look like a genius.
Genius. No, for real, you look like a genius.
It's true.
So we did a couple of them where I think my favorite one with you, but you tell me, was when we pretended to switch acceptance speeches.
That was my favorite.
Oh,
you went up there.
So good.
We gave each other a hug. And then we pretended to switch speeches. And then you went up and you started thanking people from Parks and Rec. And then we had a moment of oh, fuck.
Yes.
And the camera cut to me. And those were the years, I have to say, there were so many great women always in our category that came and went. Julia was always there because she always crushed us all every year. And people were really game to have fun.
Yeah, completely.
And I don't remember anything other than the fun times of those bits.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I was always so grateful that you were, because there were certain people that weren't down to do those bits, and they won't be named. Yeah. But we did try.
We did. We tried to finagle
with other people, and they didn't want to do it.
I know. I think some of them were nervous, genuinely nervous.
Okay, fine. You can say that.
But okay, I want to start though. I want to go back a little bit because I feel like we talked a little bit about this in person, but we kind of had similar sketch Chicago beginnings.
Yeah.
We were in a group. We were the only girl in the group.
Yeah.
And our group kind of moved to a new city to make a start. And in your case, Practical Theater. Practical Theater Company moved to SNL together.
Yes.
You were on TV from Northwestern.
Yes.
So what year was that?
1982.
Yeah.
And we were doing a show in Chicago that was a big hit in Chicago. And all the people in the show got hired. There were 4 of us.
Yeah.
3 of us were on SNL. And the 4th person, Paul Barras, was hired as a writer.
Yeah. And you all moved to New York and just started together. What was it like to have 4 or 5 of your closest friends to start that show with?
Well, it was tricky.
Yeah.
Not because we didn't get along, but because we were a group of people who were met with a lot of animosity.
Yeah.
And by the people whose friends had just been fired.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And if I can imagine it, because I was myself the same way, there's a pluckiness to a sketch group. A sketch group is improv and sketch is stand-up was cool and improv and sketch was kind of nerdy.
Nerdy for sure.
And, so it was hey guys, we're here. And I'm sure everyone was okay, congrats.
No, but I don't know if you know, maybe you know this, but when they had us at the first table, oh God, I can't even.
Oh no.
It was just so excruciating. There's this room on the 17th floor with fluorescent lighting and, folding tables. And that's where they do the table read. And in that same room, they had us, these new people coming in, do part of our show that we were doing in Chicago for the writers and cast.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. In fluorescent lighting.
Oh, wow.
And we came out, to your point, and it didn't land. It did not land.
Yeah.
Even saying it, my armpits are going bananas right now.
Woo!
Yeah. It was so bad.
I've been there.
So anyway, that's how it began.
It was a terrible, inauspicious start. And you were there for a couple of years.
3.
And you were there during a period of transition. I mean, Lauren was
not there. Lauren was not there. Dick Ebersol was there.
What a strange window to be there.
Oh, baby. It was bad.
Yeah.
It was not great. It was not great, but fabulous learning experience.
Yeah.
It was hard and it was a little crazy making, but I came away from it sort of stronger. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And met Larry David, who you then worked with again on Seinfeld. And Seinfeld, still similar kind of thing, like had an inauspicious start.
Yeah, it was a 4-episode order. It was like they were just trying to sort of burn it out.
When I was doing research.
Oh, well, look at you working hard.
Very hard. You are the person I've worked the hardest for.
That's total bullshit, but go ahead.
It is true. Yeah. I've worked the hardest for Michelle Obama.
Yeah. Smart.
Yeah.
Smart.
But but like Parks and Rec, Seinfeld was always close to being canceled. People weren't getting it. It was like, we don't know what we have here. Nobody knew what they had. Yeah, it was
until the third year it started to take off.
Yeah. And was Elaine written as a man at first, that character? No, but wasn't it 4 men? And then they changed it to Elaine?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No, I know.
Is that a weird way to ask it? Yes. You know what I mean.
I do, but it makes me laugh. I think I'm tired.
Elaine you were playing Elaine as a man, yes? No.
Correct.
But wasn't the character, they brought you in because they were like Julia and because you're the funniest.
They did a pilot.
Yeah.
And then apparently the network told them you have to put a girl in the show.
So there's a tape out there somewhere where there's another person in.
No, not in. There is not a regular
women in the pilot.
Correct.
Wow. Yeah. It was a different time.
And so they said, you know what? You need a girl.
Yeah.
And so I came in. I've never watched the pilot of Seinfeld, by the way. And so why would I? I'm not in it. Why would I bother?
Yeah. And you refuse to watch anything you're not in.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. What was the name of the show you were in, by the way? Yeah. So that's what happened. So they put me in. So I was in the episode 2 onward.
And I feel like success in the comedy world, in the sitcom world, is often like kind of measured by whether or not people will dress up as you for Halloween.
Oh.
Because I think Elaine is a popular Halloween costume.
It is. It is.
And it's an easy one to get together. Like it's a dress and a blazer and a curly haired wig.
God, I'd love to go back and fix that look.
Yeah.
You feel me?
There's some early Leslie Knope styles where I'm like, didn't put enough thought into that.
Yeah. But we weren't really thinking about that.
No, we were acting and we were in our character.
But I actually remember because like when Friends came out at some point when we were doing Seinfeld, not in the beginning, it was sort of, I can't remember what the years were, and all those girls were so sexy.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking like, fuck, I should have been sexy.
Yeah, I think that all the time. Seriously, I can't tell you how many times I'm like, I forgot to be sexy.
No, totally.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh my God. This this was such a missed opportunity.
And you're reminded of it when you see other people. You're like, oh, that's also something I could have tried to be.
I seriously,
yeah,
like a midriff, anything.
But that's why we love Elaine. We love her because of that, because she feels like us. She feels like someone we would know and love. Like she feels like our funniest friend. She feels like her, like, you know, I mean, I think, and she's so funny, and it wouldn't work if Elaine was paying attention to that. It never would work.
It might have worked.
That's true. She just went through like a really slutty, sexy phase.
Not so slutty, just coming in like in tight jeans and like how they all dressed.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, let's not dwell on my regrets.
But also, you had two boys. Were you pregnant?
That's the other thing. Kids. Oh, right. I forgot that piece. Yeah, I had 2 babies during that time. So the sexy thing, although, you know, look, Demi Moore did it.
I know.
But I didn't even know about that. I didn't know about, like, you know, going like that with your big tummy and looking hot. I was just, you know, I was just wearing huge, like, picnic tablecloths.
Yeah, but that style is back now, you know.
Oh,
90s are back, babe.
Listen, if anybody in America is listening to this, please don't do the 90s again.
I'm going to disagree with you.
Okay, well, you're wrong and I'm right.
No.
And so just leave it at that.
You're being triggered, but I'm telling you, 90s, like that, the floral with like a chunky shoe and a tight and a blazer, fucking jackpot. Like you and Jen Aniston, when you look at pictures like Rachel and Elaine, everybody's dressing like that now. And
I don't know what to say. I'm just so fucking sorry. I really, really am. But I will tell you one thing, and I've told this story before, but when I was pregnant with Charlie, with my second son, and I was really pregnant, and I was about 5 or 6 months, and I got pretty big. And Jerry comes up to me, and he says, "Hey, we got an idea in the writer's room."
Oh, no.
And he said, how about this idea? How about Elaine just gets fat?
Incredible. What an idea. What an idea, Jerry.
So I burst into tears.
Of course.
And
of course.
I will say the following, though. In retrospect, it might have been great.
It might have been funny.
It's a funny idea.
Yeah, it's a funny idea. Yeah.
And it's a funny idea.
It would have been hilarious, and it would have been funny.
Because, you know, with a big tummy and then you're like putting a belt on it and you're pretending you're not pregnant, you're just getting fat.
But when you're not feeling in your own body, it's like...
It didn't work.
I remember on Parks and Rec, I had been pregnant twice on that show too.
Uh-huh.
I had started when I had just given birth for my first kid, and then I got pregnant on with Abel, my youngest, a few years later. And I remember my character Leslie was going to become pregnant on the show, and I said, I did some version of like bursting into tears where I said, I cannot be fake pregnant. I've just been really pregnant on both SNL and Parks and Rec. I've been genuinely pregnant, and you can't make me now wear a fake stomach.
Oh, so it was like after you given
birth. After giving birth, they were like, let's strap that belly right back on. And I was like, no.
Well, how about this? How about after I gave birth to Charlie and I'm picking up my other son, Henry, from like camp, and I'm picking him up, and this mom comes up to me. She goes, "Oh, when are you due?"
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No. You have the greatest kids.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
And they're such talented boys and really nice men. They're men. Talented men.
But they're still my boys.
Yeah. And I love your relationship with Brad, who's a wonderful person.
Yeah.
And you guys are like a really beautiful example of a loving, funny, supportive marriage with two very talented people. And you're
FYI, we're separate and getting divorced.
And you're going to announce it here.
Yeah, I just thought, this is the time. I mean, you brought it up. I might as well.
Well, you know what? Good. Let's
easy
get
come,
into
easy
it.
go.
And I worked with your son, Charlie, on Moxie, a film that I made. And he was a total doll.
You know what? I have to tell you something about that. That was the first professional job he ever had, was you gave him that job in Moxie. And I am so grateful to you for that. Not because you gave him the job, of course, yes, but because I'm so grateful because you're a good person and he didn't have an experience with a jerk, of which there are so many.
Yeah.
And it was very informative to him. So I just want you to know that for real. And this is totally me telling you, thank you. And even no, I'm tearing up, but I really mean it. Thanks.
I love him. I love him. He's such a nice kid and talented. Okay. So we talk about Seinfeld, Adventures of Old Christine, incredible show, Carrie Leiser.
Love. She's your kind of person.
She is an incredible showrunner. You've worked with great showrunners.
Yes, I have worked with great showrunners. Yes.
Armando Iannucci, who is creator of Veep. How did that was that part written for you? Ish,
yes, I would say. I mean, initially, no. I just heard about the concept that, unhappy vice president. And then, and I was like, ding, 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 ding. And then I met with him and then he started to write it after that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I loved the idea.
Yeah.
And I loved his work.
I mean, Julia.
Yes.
That show
was so much fun to do. I have to say, I still miss it.
Yeah.
Do you miss doing parks?
I miss the people.
Yeah.
I miss the people a lot. I mean, I have a lot of them on here because I miss them so much. Like I miss it felt like, and it feels that way with Veep too, like the chemistry of the people, the funniness of the laughing all day.
All day.
So we do a thing on the podcast where we have people come on before our guest and talk well behind our guest's back.
Talk well.
Yes, you've not listened to this podcast, have you?
Let me explain something to you.
Wow.
You called me to do something for Ina Garten, but you didn't say talk well.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
I did too.
You said come up with some questions for her. That's not talking
I think
well.
When I introduced you, I said that we're going to talk well behind Ina's back. Did I not?
No, you didn't. I'm being gaslit by this enterprise.
Whatever.
I am never talking to you again.
And by the way, Ina, who was on our podcast, you came on to do an incredible little segment in the front, and Ina and you are buddies.
Yes.
And when I was talking to her, she was saying you guys were ready to go on a trip together.
Yeah, we did.
Please tell me about it. Tell me what you ate. Just tell me what you ate.
We went to, she very generously took me and Brad to a restaurant in Paris called Caviar Caspia.
Yeah.
And frankly, I don't even like caviar.
What?
Yeah. And it was delicious.
Did everything have caviar in it?
Kinda.
Amazing.
It was like caviar and potato and champagne.
Delicious.
And it was very just exotic. And it was in Paris.
Oh,
so
great.
What else do you need to know?
She was so nice. She brought champagne and strawberry. She was the best.
God, was I supposed to bring something?
It's just weird that you didn't, I guess. Like, I mean, it is weird that you didn't.
If my assistant Will is listening to this right now in the green room,
could you put some more photos on my phone, please, while Julia's getting a present for me?
Could you put more photos on my phone right now? And also, can you go and get
Sam, if you're listening,
some chocolates and quickly get some chips?
Could you rip up the thank you note I was about to send to Julia?
Also, could you please
she didn't bring me anything.
Send flowers to myself because I'm clearly not going to be getting anything from Amy Poehler.
I distinctly said that polka dots were only for me.
The other thing is that how could it have been that I came out here wearing this blouse and you did not see what she had on? Okay, anyway.
So I spoke to someone who knows you really well. And that is Tony Hale.
Oh, my Tony.
I know. Tell me how much you love Tony.
I love Tony.
He's the best.
No, he is the greatest guy.
What do you love about him? What's so great about Tony?
He is deeply funny.
Yeah.
Like, deeply funny. He is profoundly generous. Mm-hmm. He is incredibly neurotic.
Perfect.
He worries about everyone.
Yeah.
So if there's a group of people and somebody is off or not fitting in or having a hard time, he can only focus on that.
Yeah.
And which speaks to his kindness.
Yeah.
And I just would do anything to work with him again. I want to find a way to work with him again.
You guys were so great together on that show. And everyone on Veep was great. But Selena and Gary's relationship was very special.
Very special.
How would you sum it up when you explain it?
Have you ever seen a like a trellis with a plant growing throughout it?
Mm-hmm.
That's their relationship.
Codependency to the max. Enmeshment times 1,000.
Yeah, that plant is not going to live without the trellis. And FYI, the trellis doesn't give a shit about the plant.
Yeah. Like the trellis actually is like, could somebody cut this plant off me?
Yeah.
Like this plant might take me down.
But also it makes me look better, so it can stay.
Yeah. I mean,
That's a pretty good metaphor.
It's really good
Yeah.
because Selena was like ultimate narcissist.
Yes.
And
which, by the way, couldn't be more fun to play.
oh, I bet. What was fun to play? Why was that fun? What did it allow you to play around with and do that you don't get to do in your real life? Playing her.
Focus only on myself.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and appalled that if anyone is not focused on me.
Yeah.
And take no responsibility for anything.
Yes. Never apologize.
Never apologize. It's always your fault, and your fault.
Ooh, she just never, ever looked inward.
Right. Ever.
Yeah.
She didn't know what that meant.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was fun.
Well, Tony had a great, sweet, of course, loving question. He loves you and adores you. And his question was like very tender, just like Tony. But he was saying like what he loved about you as a parent. He watched you be the kind of parent that you are, and it really inspired him as a parent. And also he was very moved and is very moved by your relationship with your mom. And his question was, what do you think your mom did right? What did she give you? What are you like happy that you got from your mom? It's such a sweet, it's such a tender question.
I know. I mean, there are obviously many things that I got from my mother, including this wide jaw of mine.
It's gorgeous.
But I would say that my mother is a very intellectually curious person.
Mm-hmm.
And I think some of that has rubbed off on me.
Mm-hmm.
And also my mother has a very good sense of humor.
When you were growing up, was she watching stuff that influenced you? I know a lot of my comedy came from my mom, like what my mom was watching.
What did your mom watch?
Well, Carol Burnett, Monty Python, SNL. Like my parents had that on in the house. Did your mom watch that kind of stuff growing up?
Well, yes. And I mean, there was a show on when I was little, like really little, like maybe 2. And it was a show called Soupy Sales.
Oh, yeah.
And also Captain Kangaroo.
Yes.
And we used to watch that and howl. There was something, and I think it was on Soupy Sales or maybe it was Captain Kangaroo, where ping pong balls would fall down. And, you know, when you're 2, that's like drop dead funny.
Yeah.
No, you know what I mean? It's kind
Big
of the
time.
Jack in the Box kind of a joke.
Yes.
And we would start, my memory is that she was laughing as hard as I was. My guess is that maybe she was laughing because I was laughing.
Yeah.
But I remember sort of feeling like I was partnered with her in enjoying this extraordinarily funny ping pong bit.
Yeah, laughing does do that with our families. Like
it's a binder.
And also you learn a lot about somebody by what they laugh at.
Totally.
Like I learned, you know, I don't think it was the first time we met, but when you came back to host SNL, it was a big deal for all of us who were on the cast at the time that you were there. Very excited. And we got to like spend some time together. And I remember being so pleased that we would laugh at the same thing. Like it felt like, I just felt excited that we were enjoying the same things in the same way. It felt
totally.
Like we were speaking
there
the
was
same way.
real immediate simpatico.
Yeah.
I remember that very well because when we were must have been rehearsal day or something, and we were in 8H, and I was at the Page station thing, and you came up to me and you just went like this. You went, "Okay, run." And so I just ran, and we just went running down the hall. It was just some dumb bit, but I thought, oh, I like this girl so much. We were just, fucking around.
Tell me if I'm wrong, but I think when you came back to host that year, you had a really good time.
I had a ball.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you can believe this, speaking of male-female things, I was the first female cast member to ever come back and host.
Wow.
Oopsie daisy. Yeah.
Wow. And that was 2006 or something?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. And you were coming into a cast that was like, there was a lot of really strong, talented women performing together. And
it was a good vibe. At least that's what I was picking up on. It was the first time I really had fun doing the show.
Yeah.
I mean, what was so nice about hosting back then with you guys was to feel the female power that was evident and long overdue. Mm-hmm. And so that is a good feeling.
Yeah.
And that's why I like talking to these older women too. Anyway, I think it's pretty critical to have these conversations and to hear from these really interesting people.
Well, I mean, Julia, you do that to me. You inspire me every time I see you engaging. Like I feel very inspired by you. Like I feel very like you turn on a switch for me often where I see you doing something and I'm like, right. That's the kind of engagement I'm supposed to be doing, or like being reminded that I'm doing. Like you definitely do that for me. And you do that for me professionally too. I see the moves that you make professionally. I'm like, damn, so smart, so interesting. Like you are, I'm always looking to you.
Oh, wow. That's so nice of you to say. That really makes me feel good.
Yeah, I really feel that way.
I really appreciate that. Thanks, Amy.
You're welcome.
What a good hang this has been.
Yes. Okay. And then my last, I have two questions, one that's fun and one that's a little bit more serious. But like, what I take away from your show and what I take away from knowing you is like the incredible total joy and privilege it is to just get older. Like there's so many people that aren't here that want to be here. Like how great to be alive, basically. Like
so great.
And as we get older, it feels like adulting, this term adulting, like it just gets hard because the hard parts of life are the juiciest parts. Like the challenge parts that we have to get through that's the meat on the bone. It's just,
getting through can be rough.
I know. And you've had a tough you've had to get through illness, loss of your house, like loss of people in your life. Like it's not easy. And we all go through this. Like everybody listening knows what this feels like. They have versions of it in their life.
Grief.
Mm-hmm. What is the thing that on the other side of certain types of grief you've like learned about yourself? What has it made you? Because is it just as simple as like, I'm happy I'm alive?
No.
Yeah, I know. Like you shared with the world when you were treating your cancer, your breast cancer, and it was very helpful for a lot of people. It isn't something you needed to share. You did.
Well, I was kind of backed into a corner on that one because we had to shut our show down. It's funny how that worked out because normally I would not have done that.
Yeah.
I'm very private.
Yeah.
But because we had to shut the show down, Veep at the time for a year, I had to say, 250 people weren't going to be working or whatever it is. So, so I had to make a public thing about it. But the good thing about doing that was that I did have this incredible experience of people reaching out to me, asking me for, asking me about my experience going through the breast cancer, for advice, and I was able to help. And there was something unbelievably comforting about being able to do that on the other side of this trauma.
Right.
There is a lot to be said in self-soothing by soothing others.
Yeah.
You know, for real. I mean, and I don't mean to sound all Pollyanna-ish. I actually think it's true.
Yeah, I agree that like to be of service to others is the way to get yourself up out of the basement.
Doldrums.
Yeah, it's so true.
Yeah.
And it's like we're in such short supply of it right now. And the other way that I think that, and I think you're the same, that takes me up from the basement, the elevator, is laughing.
Well, 100%. Without it, you're dead.
It's so true. Like you have to laugh.
You have to laugh. When it's the worst, you have to laugh.
And those are my favorite laughs. When everyone is, it's like church giggles, basically, or like funeral laughs, where like you have someone who loves you enough to know they're going to take a swing here to get you up out. And you have so many funny friends.
Yeah.
You must have had so many moments where things were dark for you and someone kind of scoops you up with a laugh.
Oh, totally. Well, when I was going through chemo and I had a lot of girlfriends come and shove into this tiny little room, I mean, like the size of this table. And everybody was there and I was high as a kite. and I was doing this thing called a cold cap.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a thing that they do that you can do if you're getting chemo, if you choose. And it's this ice cold thing you put on your head and it's supposed to help you not lose your hair. So I did that. So I had this huge, like, weirdly shaped turban on my head. And, I'm kind of like that. And everybody's around me making fun. And it was a dream.
That's a dream. That is a dream.
And at one point, I remember I sent a bunch of my girlfriends out because I lost so much weight. None of my clothes fit. And so I was like, I need new jeans. And so I sent everybody out. I don't know where they went. And then it's on FaceTime. And I'm telling them which ones to get. It was fun. It was hilarious.
So fun.
Yeah, it really was.
And and I ask all my guests this, what are you watching, listening, reading? What are you laughing at right now?
Well, there is nothing I love more than those videos of either dogs, like that one dog who keeps attacking an apple slice.
Don't know it. Hold on.
It is
attacking an apple slice?
Yeah, he's just going bananas on top of a bed. How do we find that?
You know how we find it?
Yeah.
We type in dog attacking apple slice.
I think his name is, it starts
Our
with
phones are off. Remember, we're going to have to turn them back on.
No, mine isn't off.
You never turned your phone off?
Nope.
Puppy shares apple slice? No, that seems too nice.
Oh, here we go. Spud on Instagram.
Okay. This dog is just attacking this piece of celery.
This one is celery.
This dog is a maniac. The dog is growling. It is the size of a rat.
It looks...
And it is furious at this piece of food and is baring its teeth. I mean, it's scary.
It's scary.
And then, but it's not going to hurt anybody.
Oh, this is
This is a strawberry.
Oh, now it's war. Anyway, that makes me very happy.
But do you watch a lot of videos, YouTube videos, and
I think what I'm I love Survivor.
But let me just ask you something about
Survivor. I also
Survivor.
like Amazing Race.
Okay, Survivor and Amazing Race, those kinds of shows. Do you think you could do well on them?
No.
No, really? Is there when you watch it? Is there a part of you that you think like this is what I would do, but you don't?
Yes.
Okay.
What I would do is pretend to break my leg and get air vac out.
Have you watched Alone?
Yes.
Incredible.
Incredible.
Okay, let's talk about Alone. So for people that don't know, I think it's on the National Geographic Channel, maybe History Channel, and now it's on Netflix.
I mean,
there's 45,000 seasons of it. And
45,000, and I think we watched every episode during COVID.
Yeah, fantastic COVID show. And for those who don't know, the premise is 10 or 11 people are dropped somewhere. It always feels like Canada, but somewhere. And they have to survive the elements and survive being alone. And the psychology of how people figure out how to not only find food and shelter and outlast their competitors, but the psychology of what happens when people are alone is fascinating.
I'm for sure would go crazy.
Oh, but don't you think you would do
on alone? Are you out of your mind?
But better than really? You don't think you would do better than some of the other? Yeah, no, I wouldn't be able to get any food. I wouldn't be able to kill any of the animals.
So that would be one problem. And then the other problem would be, I don't think you'd be able to sleep because, they got bears up there, man.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, I don't know what headspace you're in right now, but there's no way you're making it on alone. No way.
I'm not saying I'm making it. I'm just saying.
I'm saying you're not making it one night.
Not even one night?
You're going to be too cold. You have to make a shelter.
My pride would do one night. I would.
Okay, one night. Not really. But I love alone.
I love it. Why do you love it?
Because I think it's an extraordinary challenge.
Yeah.
I think it's a legit, and it's,
agree.
And as a, Survivor, it's got all of these things and these games and so on, which is gobs of fun, but it's all fabricated.
Yes.
In this case, you've really got to stay alive. And you don't know when other people have peeled off. They don't die, but they tap out.
Yes.
How much did they win?
$1 million.
$1 million.
And what I love about the psychology of that show is the way, because I relate, is the way people start to give up before giving up.
Oh, wait, talk about that. I forgot.
Because they start to, and I love it because I recognize it, right? Which is when you start to talk yourself out of something, but you're not talking yourself out of it yet, but you're just playing around with the idea because it's such a mental game. You have to just take the highs and lows and
right.
But when people are like, yeah, it's just, my family, I'm sure my family's missing me a lot.
Oh, yeah.
It's always men, being like, my wife is probably struggling. And you're like, oh, here he goes. Like just a little day or two before, just thinking about.
That's right.
I mean, I do want the money, but will my kid ever have their third birthday again? And you're like, here he goes. He's getting ready.
Yeah.
Couple days from now, he's going to tap out. Like that kind of bubbly stuff I love.
Yeah.
Human behavior. I just like.
It's so good.
I want to watch Alone with you. And I want to watch the new Jury Duty with you. And.
Oh, wait a minute. That would be fun.
That would be fun. I would like to watch TV with you.
Okay. Amy.
Is that weird? I want to come over and I feel like get into some kind of comfy situation with you and Brad. Get under some kind of, not
Covers.
That way, just
no, I understand.
Friends.
You get blankets.
And get blankets. I feel like there'd be a good snack, like a chip, like a delicious salty chip.
Yeah, but we need some yummy, we need some desserts happening.
Are you sweet over savory?
I like it all.
Yeah.
But I love sweets.
Okay, I'm more savory. So we can have sweet and and some kind of chip.
Okay.
And we watch one of these shows and I'm picturing it now.
Have you ever had dill pickle chips?
Yeah.
Doesn't do it for you?
Doesn't do it for me, but I love the idea of them.
Oh, God, it's making my mouth water just talking about
Let's get some of those.
We'll get some of those, but you don't like them, so we'll find something else. Do you like salt and vinegar?
I enjoy salt and vinegar.
Me too.
Yeah, love that.
Love it.
And also, I'm a basic Doritos bitch.
Really?
I know. Not a sponsor.
Is now.
Not after the face you just made. That's the slogan. I'm a basic Doritos bitch.
Really?
That's it. That's the commercial. I love you, Juliet. Thank you for doing this.
Thank you for having me. This has been so fun to hang out. I knew it would be fun. I didn't know it would be this much fun.
And I can't wait till I reach 70 so I can come on your show.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Julia. That was so fun. It's always so fun to get to be around you and laugh with you and do bits. And for this Polar Plunge, I just want to mention one of the guests on Julia's podcast, Wiser Than Me, who I just love. And that is the author Anne Lamott. Anne, if you're listening, I love you. And if you don't know Anne Lamott's work, she is a very prolific and successful author who has written books like Operating Instructions and Bird by Bird and Tender Mercies, many works of fiction. Her latest book, Somehow, Thoughts on Love, is out. And she's just a really candid, funny, deeply funny, tender, big thinker. And I don't know. I just love her and hope I get to have her on this pod someday. Check out her podcast with Julia. Check out Julia's podcast. Listen to podcasts. Podcasts are great. We love podcasts. Okay, thanks. Bye. You've been listening to Good Hang. The executive producers for this show are Bill Simmons, Jenna Weiss-Berman, and me, Amy Poehler. The show is produced by The Ringer and Paper Kite. For The Ringer, production by Jack Wilson, Kat Spillane, Kaya McMullen, and Aleya Zenieris. For Paper Kite, production by Sam Green, Joel Lovell, and Jenna Weiss-Berman. Original music by Amy Miles.